Five Nights at Freddy's Into the Pit is the 10-year anniversary game of the series, packed with Easter eggs, deep lore, terrifying jump scares, and multiple endings. With 5 different endings to achieve, you must navigate the haunting world of Freddy to save your family. As you travel back and forth from the present to 1985, you'll uncover a multitude of secrets and mini-games that influence your ultimate fate. With so many possible outcomes, the mystery remains. Which of these endings is truly canon? In this video, we will talk about all the Easter eggs in the game, and of course, we explore all the endings. Don't forget to subscribe and let's start. FNAF Into the Pit includes multiple minigames, but not all of these contain secrets. While you need to complete minigames to accumulate vouchers for the prize voucher, 3-star ending item, there is one particular minigame that stands out in the arcade: Collect the Hats. Complete the Collect the Hats game as normal by collecting all 5 hats on the arcade screen. A distorted celebratory sound will play upon collecting the 5th and final hat. This sound comes from the left of the screen and is best heard with headphones on. You need to walk off the left side of the screen via the second white stationary platform, where a balloon bundle continuously hovers behind the platform. This reveals the purple guy's secret, where he dangles a 6th hat on a rope and drops it when the 2-second timer ends. Finding this gives you a new song to listen to while you play Hat Time. Purple Guy is yet another reference to William Afton and a link to the missing children in 1985, hinting that the year Into the Pit takes place is 85, every time Oswald went into the past. Outside of this, the 3 secret mini-games needed for the 3-star ending are as follows: Party Cleanup, keep interacting with the candy dispenser until the minigame activates. Then, grant her wish. Call mom on night 5. After that, find the balloons, interact with the prizes machine with the prize voucher. These minigames link directly to the Fazbear Frights graphic novels. Respectively, each minigame links to victims outside of the Into the Pit storyline: Millie, Sarah, and Kimberly. The minigames directly follow on from the first story of Fazbear Frights, Into the Pit, and aren't events existing within Into the Pit's narrative. Instead, each minigame retells the graphic novel tales of Count the Ways to Be Beautiful and Fetch, but you may not be able to link these together if you only follow mainline. I had no idea what I had witnessed until I start researching. While FNAF is best known for its complex lore in the underbelly of Fazbear's Pizzeria, everyone knows that the standard FNAF gameplay increases in difficulty as you progress through each night. The real revelations in FNAF games tend to unfold in night 5, with Easter eggs and secrets to find in previous nights. A simple but effective method to uncover Into the Pit secrets is through dialing specific numbers on Oswald's cell phone. While calling mom in night 5 activates one of the 3 secret minigames, the best secret lies in dialing the number 7774648. Dialing this will reveal the sound of William Afton getting impaled by the spring lock failure in Spring Bonnie. While it's only audio, this, alongside playing through previous FNAF entries, confirms the killer in Into the Pit is William Afton before becoming Springtrap in FNAF 3. This secret links the story of Five Nights at Freddy's 3 to Into the Pit, where Afton hid inside Spring Bonnie's suit after he murdered 5 children, presumably the same children in Into the Pit, only to have it malfunction as the spring lock failed to correctly activate. Okay? It's time to move forward and talk about secret endings in this game. It should be 5, but who knows, maybe we will find more. Again, if you don't mind, please give me a like under the video and leave your comment. It will be the best reward for me. First ending, see your dad. Throughout Five Nights at Freddy's Into the Pit, Oswald sneaks out to the ball pit every night, driven by a desperate need to find his dad. Each time he crosses the threshold into 1985, he risks his life, venturing into the lair of a ruthless serial killer. Despite the overwhelming danger, Oswald's determination and love for his family compel him to return night after night, even as he knows he's tempting fate. Of course, Oswald could just leave. Of course, Oswald could just leave. The second ending is Pity Party. A Pity Party ending is the standard outcome you'll receive if you play through the story without collecting the secret photo. In this scenario, after finally locating your dad tied up in the secret safe room, Springtrap bursts through the door, seizing him and dragging him toward the dreaded ball pit. This ending feels like a gut punch. After mastering the art of avoiding animatronics and finally finding your dad, you end up dead anyway. At least your dad manages to escape, though he's likely traumatized from watching his son be dragged into a disgusting ball pit by a maniac in a yellow bunny suit. The third ending is called What Am I? After an intense 5 nights of dodging animatronics, fixing arcade machines, and rescuing children, you finally reach the climax of the game. You've managed to locate your dad, only to see him being dragged off to the ball pit by Springtrap. Determined not to lose him again, you race after them, heart pounding. As Springtrap tries to pull your dad under the sea of plastic balls, you grab hold of him, refusing to let go. But Springtrap isn't about to give up easily. He lunges at you, triggering a quick-time event. If you fail, the scene shifts dramatically, plunging you into a horrifying realization. Suddenly you find yourself on stage as Freddy, Bonnie, and Chica wave at you with eerie menace, their eyes glowing in the darkness. Confused and terrified, you hesitantly approach Pirate's Cove, only to be greeted by Springtrap one last time. As your vision fades, you realize with horror that you've been stuffed. You're now possessing an animatronic just like the haunted machines you fought so hard to escape. This game over ending is both chilling and tragic. The scene of Oswald slowly realizing what has happened to him is expertly executed, balancing creepiness with an intriguing twist. It offers a haunting glimpse into the fate of those missing children, now doomed to wander the pizzeria as animatronic monsters. Fourth ending. Poor Jeff. He owns a crumbling pizzeria, can't afford additional employees, appears to be drowning in debt, and let's not even speculate on his hygiene. On top of all that, there's a local kid who spends all day loitering around the restaurant, stealing pizza from the kitchen and making a huge mess of the old ball pit in the back. Jeff takes his lot in life with heavy resignation, trudging through each day with the weight of his circumstances. However, if you manage to collect the strange photo on night 5, things take a dark turn. During the final confrontation, the picture falls out of your pocket while you wrestle your dad away from Springtrap. The yellow rabbit catches sight of the photo and panics, giving you and your dad just enough time to escape if you can survive 2 quick-time events. Springtrap follows in hot pursuit but ends up tangled in the netting above the ball pit, ultimately hanging himself. You and your dad embrace and return home, seemingly leaving the horror behind with the promise of a brighter future. But who's left to clean up the mess? At the end of the credits, Jeff realizes he hasn't seen Oswald return from the ball pit room. Despite his obvious exhaustion, Jeff reluctantly investigates the room only to be confronted by a not-so-dead Springtrap. In a grim twist, Jeff meets his end, tarnishing what should have been a happy conclusion. And finally, the last one ending. The family fun night ending is the most satisfying conclusion in Five Nights at Freddy's Into the Pit, rewarding those who took the time to fully explore all the game has to offer. It's the only ending where everyone, except Springtrap, survives to see another day. What do you think, guys, about this video? Did I miss something? If so, please leave the comment below, and thank you guys for watching. Click subscribe button if you don't mind, and see you soon.
You